Can you talk about Prince Royce and Romeo Santos? What about them? The podcast they're on? Because I did see that clip. Prince Royce and Romeo. I did see that, bro. I did see that. First of all, let's look at this and then go to what people are saying.
I still have a lot of hurdles. I still have a lot of challenges. I still think bachata is underrated.
Underrated, 100%.
I'm a New Yorker. This dude is a New Yorker. Why haven't we been invited just to perform in Saturday Night Live?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I mean, I did sell out 2 Yankee stadiums. Yeah. I did do 5 sold out MSGs with Aventura.
Hold on. Do y'all still listen to bachata though? Is bachata still relevant? Be honest.
Did do a MetLife with 80,000 plus. These are the type of things that when I speak to my publicist and my label and my team, like, hey, could we at least perform so that we get that platform and continue
looking at the camera now. No, I'm kidding.
In Florida, yes. Yeah.
Why has bachata not have its moment in that way that you're asking for?
I wish I could answer that. But it's quite frustrating, if I'm being completely honest, that we still have these questions.
Obstacles. Like in life.
Yeah, Bam, you good, Bam? You've been off the rails today, buddy. You've been off the rails today, man. Everything good?
Everyone has a different path.
Yeah,
ultimately,
that's fair.
I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what we do want to say. If you book the music at Saturday Night Live, like this, like can we just say it with our chests?
Yeah.
You know who you are.
I still have.
So his issue is he doesn't get invited to Saturday Night Live? Hold on.
Chismosas, people are extremely upset with Romeo Santos and Prince Royce because somebody asked them a very particular question on a podcast recently, and we need to talk about it because obviously it's about Latinos, Trump, and ICE, and they did not answer the way.
All right, man, I'm going to give you a little timeout, bro. I don't know what's your issue, man. Yeah, dude. Hold on. Okay.
That people wanted them to. So without further ado, let's get into the clip and then we could talk about it.
For Spanish language artists to speak out about what's going on with deportations and ICE.
I think it's a complicated question. For me as a land artist, it's always been important to kind of represent my family who are immigrants from the Dominican Republic, who came with a dream, who then I'm from the projects, Patterson Projects in the South Bronx. Right now, it's all about just support, trying to show support to the Latin community. People are going through tough times. Obviously, not everybody is a criminal in life in general. I say I'm 200%. I feel like I'm 100% American. I'm 100% Dominican. And I wasn't born in DR. I didn't live in DR. I would go every summer. But I feel very Dominican as I feel American,
And I will say this, because I do remember that occasion. I believe that was in the Barclays.
Barclays, and you said fuck Trump.
Yeah. No. And I'm not trying to take it back. I can't say I regret what I said in the sense that I'm always me. And there's different versions of me. If you ask me today what's my opinion about any of that, I would tell you I think artists should stick to music. I just regret not
Wait. So he voted for Trumpitas or what?
focusing on what I'm here to do, which is give good music.
Now, there's a lot to unpack here, specifically because after he was asked the question, he says, well, it's complicated. And I mean, for me, I just don't feel like it's that complicated. Either you're against what they're trying to do right now or you're for it. And I feel like he only said it's complicated because he doesn't want to lose the Latino.
Yeah, dude. Bro, like, it's giving neutral. Yeah. I just don't. It's just so hard for Snow mentions there are Trumpies. Where? Send me the link. Yeah, man, I don't get it with these artists or with these other, people, Latinos that, can't give a straight answer. You know what? It's complicated, or, you know what? I don't really get into politics. Or dude, the one that pisses me off the most is when this whole shit started. It was, it was getting bad. It was a whole people posting oh, you shouldn't let politics divide your friends, your family, or make you stop talking to friends and family or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, all right, that just tells me everything, bro. that literally tells me everything. But yeah, dude, you can't. I feel like you can't be neutral in all this. It's literally affecting our people, bro.
For Trump that are obsessed with Prince Royce. I feel like that's the only reason why somebody would be wishy-washy like that. And the thing about Latinos is, if you think that this answer was good enough for them, I just don't think you know your audience, because no Latino that is against all of the things that are happening right now, like the actual, anyways. Nobody is gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. You're in between. You're like, oh, not everybody is a criminal. Girl, bye. And this motherfucker over here, he's over here like, oh yeah, I did once say fuck Trump, but I'm not saying I regret it, but I'm just saying like, I should have just stuck to doing music. Now, I thought maybe there was some type of blowback or something. I don't remember when he said that.
It's just these artists are scared to fucking lose their streams, their fans, bro. I like, be yourself, dude. Be yourself, and this is why I fuck with Snow, bro. Not just because I know her personally, but because she's been like this for years, dude. She's been a big ass advocate for our people. Excuse me. So shout out Snow, man. She hasn't switched up, bro. She has not. And it's okay if you lose followers, bro. Who gives a shit? It's okay if you lose fucking streamers or streams, whatever. Man, just be yourself, dog. Don't fake the funk. Así soy yo.
But the interviewer's like, well, was there any type of blowback after you said that? He's like, no, not at all. I'm like, okay, so why are you backtracking? He says he's not backtracking, but it really feels like that. And I just feel like they kind of missed the mark entirely on this, and they were trying not to alienate people. And the more they tried not to alienate people, they alienated people. Now, I get why everybody is super upset, but obviously, I need to know what you guys think about this. You guys agree with the answer that they gave, or do you think it was a cop-out? Let me know down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things chismosas. People are extremely upset.
Let me see another video.
Romeo Santos and Prince Royce were asked, what is the role of Latino artists when it comes to speaking out about ICE and deportations? And their answers were disappointing, to say the least. Let's run the clips.
It's a complicated question. For me, people are going through tough times. Obviously not everybody is a criminal in life in general.
I think artists should stick to music. I just regret not focusing on what I'm here to do, which is give good music.
Let me just say,
bro, but you're also a person, dude. You also live in the United States where this, I don't know, maybe affects you and maybe your family. I don't know. How are you gonna sit here and say maybe I should have stuck to music? Shut the fuck up, dude.
There's a reason y'all are not performing at the Super Bowl. I am so tired of Latino artists only claiming our culture when it's convenient. For money, for you to make money out of your fan. We're living a moment where Latinos are being racially targeted for how we look, for speaking Spanish, and for where we work. That's not an opinion, that's a fact, because the Supreme Court has allowed the Trump administration to use these factors for immigration stops. If your fan base is Latinos who are going through this every single day and fearing for their livelihoods, and you choose, because it's a choice, to stay silent, what you're saying is that you don't care about your fans, the same people who you're profiting from. On the other side, we have somebody like Bad Bunny who understands that music is political and constantly uses his music to speak up. And he's only gained momentum because of it, not lost it. You don't get to profit of our culture and our language and disappear when Latinos are under attack. Romeo Santos and Prince Royce.
Yeah, man, I didn't even see the full interview, dude. Oh, wait, I like this guy. Hold on.
I had to come back and make a part 2 because in part 1, I kind of went on a side tangent and forgot to get this point across. And this is regarding Romeo Santos and Prince Royce and all the drama that is happening online. If you're not caught up with it, go watch part 1 and then come back to part 2. But the one point that I forgot to get across that I've been trying to get people to understand is, a lot of people are upset when they hear that specific Latinos, whether they are, a public figure or just in general, when they find out that they're not against the deportations or everything that's happening surrounding immigration and immigrants in this country right now. And that's because Latinos aren't a monolith. Like I tried to get people to understand this, and it's even something I've had to sit down and.
Yeah, Joe, I'm with you too. Their labels have to be Trumpies, bro. If I don't know, you're a millionaire, straight Trumpy, dude. Because that's how Trump is looking out for the millionaires, the billionaires, the people with money. So yeah, I'm with you.
Really kind of think over, but we're not a monolith. And what that means is, we're not all, one big group that it all has the same cultural background and experiences. We're not. Romeo Santos and Prince Royce are both from Dominican Republic and Puerto Rican backgrounds. Someone who grew up on the East Coast isn't going to have the same point of view when it comes to immigration as someone who grew up in the West Coast. I'm Mexican American, first generation. Even on the West Coast, we have people that do support the deportations who are Mexican.
Which is crazy to me, dude. Which is crazy. They should have came here legally, bitch. Shut up.
But now we're getting into people that are, second, third, fourth generation. In my household, the conversation about, your legal status or immigration was always a topic of conversation. It was always, hey, if I don't come home, this is what you have to do, or this is what most likely happened to me. It was a reality that now, with everything going on, it makes us who are first generation or who grew up with that conversation really, really be passionately against it. But again, if you're third, fourth generation, even though you're Mexican or Latino, you're so far away from that conversation that you've never had to worry about a family member being deported. You've never had the conversation or have seen the struggle of a family member trying to become a United States citizen. You don't know what that's like. So, yeah, I'm still against you being against it, but I kind of understand why you don't understand, if that makes any sense. And so even more so for someone in the East Coast, there were other artists that were supporting Trump during his campaign.
Yeah, I just don't know how you forget your roots, dude. Or where you come from. Or not even where you come from. Your parents, dude. Your grandparents. I don't get how all that shit goes out the window, bro. It was like, oh, I'm American now. No, bitch. You're still brown, dog.
And they were from Dominican Republic and Puerto Rican backgrounds. And so I just think that, don't be so shocked when you see some Latinos, especially artists, who can't relate to what we're going through. They can say all they want, that they understand what it's like being an immigrant, but until you've had to actually hide from immigration, or you've had a family member actually cross that border, you're not going to understand what's actually happening. And you're not going to be as upset as some of us who have seen it firsthand and who have lived it. And I think that's the conversation that we all have to have. I don't know what the path is to fixing it. I don't think there's necessarily a situation where you get people back on the side. I think it's just collectively understanding that just because we're Latinos doesn't mean that we see everything the same. I had to come back and make a...
Yeah, it's just crazy to me, bro. Like, oh, man. I guess if you change your mind, like if you voted back, I don't know, dude. It's still hard, man. Like, I still get angry at the people that, and I'm sorry if you're one of them, but like, oh, I regret my vote. But like, yeah, it's one thing to regret it, but all the signs were there, dude. All the signs. And we literally told you guys, bro. All y'all were worried was about the economy. How's the economy now? How's gas prices, dude? How much is a gallon of milk where you're from? Like, bro, it just, I don't know, dude. El pollo is loco. El pollo.